listening to the YTFA podcast.
Welcome one and all to the YTFA podcast, where we discuss current events, give advice, and review some of the YouTube videos that you sent in to us. Without further ado, welcome to the family. As usual, I'm your host, Lord Pyromon, joined by Downcast Spark and Parnell Animation. And today we are talking about things that I actually have no knowledge of, but these two actually know way more than me about. So
That's because you're a beta male. We're gonna show you how to be alpha.
I'm a beta male PNG tuber. You're right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a literal university textbook on my lap right now, ready to cite some sources this episode. Notice I didn't start the episode with a bit. I didn't come in going with a cool cat voice, no Kermit impression, no Sonic the Hedgehog memes. Nah, today I'm professional, I'm cool, and I will torture you all with cursed memes later. Don't worry.
Not as cursed as what James sent earlier, but you know.
I'm sorry. I think I kind of won the curse meme competition before we even started.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry.
We can't show it on the podcast, but
let's not even reference it.
If you're really curious to know what it is, right now go to Steam and just look up the word.
I mean, by the time that this is updated, it's probably not even going to be there.
Don't do that. Don't look that up on Steam.
By the time this is like uploaded, it's probably not even going to be there anymore. But
it's Steam.
We'll just say
Steam doesn't care.
Really needs to have a little more moderation of what they allow on their site. We'll just say that, okay?
Yeah, let's say that.
We'll leave it at that.
I mean, it could be worse, you know.
But today you got us here. You know, this is an advice show and a news show and a comedy show. We're like all three. We're like this mishmash of beauty and chaos, you know?
It's like Beauty and the Beast, but Beauty left the building and all there is the Beast.
Exactly. And today, all what we have is the chaos. I mean the advice.
Let's go.
Not the chaos.
It's like Beauty and the Beast, but it's not Beauty and the Beast. It's that weird sequel, Belle's Magical World, where the Beast is a total douchebag for no reason.
Hey, whoa. You dissing Belle's Magical World?
Yes.
I want to join you. That movie's garbage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we've been doing a lot of like news stuff, a lot of like, you know, interviews and stuff, but we want to like really get into like the advice aspect of this advice podcast for once. And
what?
You know, a big aspect of like video production is lighting. I don't really have much like experience with lighting. I do like pre-recorded stuff. I don't really have to deal with lighting the way that I make videos, but these two, they do. One has like an actual degree from a film college, and the other makes short films just for fun. So, take it away, you guys. I'm kind of taking a back seat on this one.
I have a certificate in digital media.
It feels weird to remember that I have a degree, though. Like, I'm still not used to hearing that.
Yeah, and then I'm just the guy that does it for fun, not trying.
Hey, dude,
I completely forgot you had like a thing. I'm sorry.
Do not discount your certificate. Do not discount you're doing it for fun. You have awards under your belt. Your stuff is fantastic, dude. Your stuff is better than a lot of people I know who have degrees. You know that?
Yeah, nobody knows my name. Let's go.
Doesn't mean it's not good.
One of many. It's not that. Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to YouTube.
We're getting a little real here, but let's go back to encouraging, guys. We're in encouraging mode today as we give advice on lighting. Santos, do you want to start by teaching about the key lighting and all that stuff? And then I have a list here of a couple.
Cue in the inspirational music. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have you ever wanted to make a great video with good lighting as you go into your content creation career? No?
Yeah.
Well, too bad, because I'm here to tell you what it is. So sit down, grab a paper, ask multiple questions, because there's no such thing as a dumb question unless it's a dumb question. We're going to be talking about 3-point lighting. Now, most of you might be asking, what is 3-point lighting? Well, it uses 3 lights. Duh. Just
Let's
kidding.
go.
Okay. I love like that how that whole beginning was just insulting the like listener multiple times. I'm sorry, we love you.
Listener, please don't leave. Don't leave us.
Don't leave, please. We need to pay. We need to pay. Like Parnell has kids to feed. I have my doggos to feed. I mean, like you work for it incorporated multiple times. Like like somebody has a family like to provide for somebody. Somebody somewhere out there. But okay. So in all legitimacy, 3-point lighting. What is it? How do you do it? It's actually quite simple. To understand how to set up a 3-point lighting, imagine for a moment you have an orange, all right, a very pretty orange, but the lighting is all whack. It just does not look right on the camera. 3-point lighting setups can actually help fix this pretty easily, and even in professional industries, you're going to be seeing 3-point lighting a lot, and it's used pretty frequently in short films. It's used in full-on productions, and most importantly, you'll even see it be used in YouTube videos as casual as the ones that you're trying to make. So, how do you go about this 3-point lighting? Well, there's 3 main lights that you must know, how they work, how to achieve the right lighting for it, and what they're meant for. You have the key light, the filler light, and the backlight. And we're going to break it down from the main light to probably the most important light when it comes to definition on your subject. So let's go to first the main light, the key light. The key light is your main focus light that will be targeted on the subject, which in most cases you'll have this light as your main light. And no matter what kind of lighting setup you have, you'll always have a key light, no matter what. Even when you're shooting outside, your key light is the sun. Key light is meant to mainly focus and be your main light source when it comes to your subject. Specifically, you'll see this be used a lot in, like, 1-point lights are used for more serious tones. For example, if you ever seen those like photos that look extremely serious, where there's like one light coming to the side and the rest of it is just like very dark or black, to be example, that would be known as a single key light shot. And no matter what you do, you'll always have a key light in it. So it's quite simple when it comes to the key light. That's your main light. That's the one that you focus on, right? Then you have your filler. Your filler is what you use to have like either lighter shadows or darker shadows. And depending on how bright or how dim the light is how the shadows will look. For example, I want to go back to that serious shot for a moment. When you just have the key light, if you noticed, when you only have the key light, the shadows are extremely dark. But when you throw in a filler light, it lets you see the full subject, but it's still darker on that side rather than the key light. And you can do this with a few different ways. For example, there is a studio key light. I mean, a studio fill light. I'm mixing up my own terms. But a studio fill light, which you will usually see as a secondary light, but with a diffuser on it. And there's many different types of diffusers, but to help you visualize that for the audio listeners out there, a diffuser is like those like big white umbrellas. They look like these giant white umbrellas that just kind of go over the light, and they look really goofy, but those are like the basic ones. And in modern lighting for like more smaller rooms, most of these box lights will just kind of have like a little screen that you put over it to dim the light a bit, or you can just turn down the brightness on it. So diffusers aren't really as needed these days. But when you look at like basic photography, diffusers are still pretty frequently used. And for now, we're going to get into the reflectors. Reflectors are mostly used they can be used in studio settings, but they're more popularly used in outdoor settings because it gives a more natural light look when you have it point towards the sun, which in that case is your key light. So in that case, you'll see a lot of reflectors used more outside rather than inside. But a lot of people still use them inside, but I digress there. So that's the basics with the filler light. So those are going to be your 2 main light sources that you'll need. But again, we are talking about 3-point lighting, not 2-point lighting. So your third lighting, which I consider to be one of the most important when it comes to adding definition to your character, your subject from the background, which is known as a few things, a backlight or a hair light. Now, technically there are their own separate things, but I like to kind of put them together as one, specifically because they both do their own different things, but they're still there to meet the same purpose, to separate your character from the background, but to also try to blend in your character in a way to where it still feels natural. So, for example, when you do an outside shot and you have your key light, which can be the sun or another light, you have your filler, which can either be like a studio light or usually a reflector. So, what would be your third light? Well, considering the fact that it would be outside, you would mostly be going for a hair light, which is what is used above the subject or behind it that is still off frame, where it shines through the character's hair, creating a highlight on the character. And even though it has the fundamentals of separating your subject from the background, it also creates this sort of naturalism, like your character is in the environment, and it altogether just makes your subject look better on film. Now, another light that you'll see used is just a basic stationary backlight. And a backlight kind of does a similar thing, but it doesn't naturally focus on the hair. Like the name intends, it's usually pointed towards the back of the subject. And this does the same premise that it specifically is meant to separate the subject from the background, but sometimes to also blend in the subject more of the background. For example, say that in the background with your character, you have mostly these bright lights in front of them that are like tungsten lights, but you have a orange lamp on in the background, right? And you want it to feel natural. That's when you would bring in the backlight that might have an orange tint to it, because as that shines on your character in the right angle, it makes it look more like the room is part of the subject rather than the subject is just in the room. It feels more natural, for lack of better terms. And you'll see this a lot in documentary kind of video works, and it's something that to this day is still frequently used. I guarantee you that many bigger YouTubers will also do the same thing. A big example, because he usually does a basic 3-point lighting, because he is a tech content creator, is Marcus Brownlee, where he will always have at least, like, if not like 3-point lighting, he'll still have the two lights, and if needed, a backlight, just to kind of give more definition to him, the subject, and separate the background, because usually the background is pretty plain. And that's the point, because you're focusing on the subject, which is him, and the technology that he is reviewing. Because if you have too much focus on the background, it could also take away from the actual video's point to begin with. I think I said that the best I could from memory, and I'm pretty sure if there's anything I missed, Jack's gonna be like, objection! So,
I'm not gonna say objection, because you did teach lighting pretty well there. Like, very well there, dude. What I have here is, I kind of wanted to... I knew you were gonna teach the main stuff for lighting, so what I wanted to do was bring up some lighting errors and just some little tips and tricks I learned from experience, you know? But first, I want to talk about the lighting errors from this book I have. I know, guys, we're getting... This is almost off-brand how professional we're getting today, okay?
Yeah, honestly.
But, so this was the textbook I used back at Western University for film production class. And it's a fantastic book. About a year or two ago, I handed it to Kitty Doe, and she will sit there and she will swear by it just as much as I do now. And it's called How to Shoot Film That Doesn't Suck. And it's by Steve Stockman. This book's about $20. If you're a content creator, I'd recommend buying it because it will teach you everything you need to know about making a good video. It even teaches you how to market your video for YouTube, and that's really cool. But today we're going to focus on page 118, 119, chapter 32, See the Light. where our boy Steve here, our buddy Steve, good guy, right? He actually talks about 2 classic lighting errors that people common make when they're new to it, okay? So, classic lighting error 1, shooting a person indoors during the day in front of a window. The camera, doing its job, finds the brightest light, the window, and automatically decides that's normal and adjusts the overall picture so that the bright light looks good, and the houses across the street will look great. But your focus, the person in front of the camera, is going to look like a silhouette. Now, of course, this could look cool in a film noir. That's me adding in. It could look cool if you're doing a film noir thing, but
Well, there's also another issue of that, and that's only like if you're doing like auto settings as well in the camera. But
he actually goes into that. That's actually the next paragraph.
Oh, let's go.
The fix for auto is, the brightest light should be behind the camera, not in front of it. But then he wrote geek note. So I'm sorry, Spark. Steve just called you a geek. If you have a camera with manual exposure tools, you can shoot someone in front of a window by adjusting the exposure for your subject's face. This will bring the overall light level of the shot up, and the window behind you will bloom a bright white with no detail in at all. It's a cool look, but it very stylized, and takes someone with a lot of experience to pull it off in their film. So classic error 2 that he wrote here is shooting someone in overly low light. The more light you have, the crisper your pictures will be.
Low light is so hard to shoot in. There is a proper way to do it, because there's sometimes where you want night scenes and stuff, but that is an extremely advanced method, and it takes a lot of practice, and also sometimes what's the word I'm looking for? Investing into plugins for your editor to get rid of grain, which is like when you see a video has like a lot of static in it for it being too dark. Like, for example, I've been practicing with it in low light, and for a new short film I'm working on, and if it wasn't for like practicing lighting and having this plugin, it would look kind of poo-poo. It's something that you really need to do research on, shooting in low light and getting the right camera for the job as well. I just wanted to add that in there because there's always this huge deception.
You basically said his next 3 paragraphs.
Did I really?
Yes.
And here's the thing, audience. I've never even read this book. I'm not even joking. This is just stuff I learned just by filming.
Well, that's kind of what a lot of this book is. This book's supposed to teach you that stuff before you even start filming, right? Mm-hmm. And this film is actually the book we used all through film school for me. And we study off it. It will teach you everything from tips about script writing, about shot composition, editing. I just recommend it to anyone. It even it even teaches you how to market your work and sell it on things like YouTube, or even just as in the film festival scene. This book is...
I might actually track down and buy this book just because it just sounds generally helpful for anything.
It is the most helpful book I have owned in my life. This book has completely changed the way I do everything. I sound like Oprah right now, and I'm aware of that. But I love this book. Steve Stockman is a god to me. Also, he writes a lot of funny jokes in this.
Oh, there's an ebook? Oh, my dyslexic butt can actually find a book for me.
Let's go. So, now, some couple things that I've learned along the way. Here's a big one. If your house or condo or wherever you live has a yellow tint to the light, either match that light with your light set or turn that light off and light the room with your film lights. Because otherwise you're going to have inconsistent light and your film will look like shit. I have seen it. I have made the mistake.
Do not mix blue and yellow lights. In other words, do not mix cool and warm lights. They do not work. It never works. It
will never, ever, ever work. Ever.
People have tried. I have tried because I was bored. You just can't. You can't.
It will always look ugly. It will always look ugly. If you're working with a green screen, because I know a lot of you are YouTubers, you're gonna want to try green screen. You gotta lighten that shit evenly. My recommendation is getting 2 umbrella lights, but instead of regular white umbrellas, get black umbrellas with a foil interior and face them away from you. Have the light reflect all around the room evenly that way, and then your green screen will look flawless. Because if you have any shadows on that green screen, your green screen will look like shit.
There is ways to kind of go around it that I had to because of my small room. By like,
there are ways, yes. This is just what I'm recommending because this is what I've done with my experience, right?
I could show a good example.
With
With like shit quality green screen. If you go to where's the video? Dark Souls Remastered, because I did not light that shit evenly. And because of it, it looked like dog water. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it real quick. I just gotta find it real quick. Cause like you get this like shadow, which it kind of works because of like where I put it. But it was like, hold on, I'm gonna show you what I mean. But like you could like see the shadow where if it wasn't for like where I put it, it would have looked like dog poopy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why I stopped using the green screen. Everybody's like, when are you going to bring back the green screen, Spark, when I have more space?
My other recommendation is if you're getting lights, get LEDs or umbrellas.
LEDs.
If you're doing makeup, go ahead and get a ring light, but I would not recommend it. They keep advertising like, oh, it's for all content creators. You know, I wouldn't recommend it for a lot of things. But I definitely would say stay away from redheads. Like redhead lights, not people with.
I was about to say.
I was gonna be like, wow.
But no, there's a type of light called redheads.
I can't believe you're racist against the Irish.
These things get very hot very quickly, and if you do not know what you're doing, like where I'm from, you actually need a certificate to use them. I got that certificate, but when training for that, I lit several fires by accident.
Jack, to be fair, because of how dangerous they are, they normally don't sell them anymore and only sell them to professionals.
I know, but you know, some people might go to a good camera store and go, I'm going to get the fanciest lights they have, not knowing. So I'm trying to warn them in advance. Don't make my mistakes. Well, don't accidentally light your good lights on fire.
I sent lights that I just bought for my filming and stuff that you can use them for just about anything. They also, you could get batteries for them. They're a little bit on the pricey end, but they're so fucking good that you...
Yo, I have this set too!
You have the same ones?
I have a similar set.
Honestly, Newer, spelled Neewer, Newer is a really good brand for like lights.
Also, Cowboy Studios, good brand too.
Studios? I've never heard of them actually. Let me look them up real quick.
I think they're a Canadian brand, but like they make good umbrellas. If you want umbrellas, those are good. They're good for those. I have 2 sets of umbrellas from them. I'm weirdly obsessed with collecting lights.
Is it Limo Studio?
No, it's Cowboy Studios.
Cowboy Studio. Okay, well, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, no, it's they make some good umbrellas. But also another thing, gels, colors, filters. When you get a little more experienced, when you learn what you're doing, try them before you film something final. Play with them, because a color filter could look really good or really bad, and it entirely depends on how much you planned it out in advance. You know, like when my buddies and I, when we filmed House on Brothdale, right? We used orange color filters on LED light, and it looked really good there. But you didn't see the hundreds of takes where we didn't plan it out, and it looked like absolute dog shit. So please plan that out in advance. If you're gonna film, map out the room you're in, know the room you're in, know the space, and just like, you know, plan in advance.
Or just wing it like me and hope for the best.
Like you could do that, but I feel like that takes extra time if you don't know what you're doing yet.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true. I've been
like-
kind of doing it for a while where it's like, oh, I messed up here. I know how to fix it. And then just...
Yeah, like that's the thing. Once you get more experience like us, we can wing it a bit more. Like House on Brofdale was one of my first films. That's why I used it as an example, you know?
Well, I don't know, but now I do. Do.
But yeah, no, that's my tips and tricks for lighting. But overall, have fun with it. Play
Thank
with
you
it.
for coming to our TED Talk. More at
Yeah. Oh, and also, if you have the money to afford it, read How to Shoot Film That Doesn't Suck by Steve Stockman. This will probably not be the last time I cite this on the podcast. This book is my religion.
I don't think it's even the first. I feel like you've mentioned it before as well.
This book is my
I'm not
religion.
even, like-
This is my holy Bible. Is how to shoot video that doesn't suck. The best holy Bible I've ever had.
Yes, that and my textbook on color theory.
I actually might ask you if like you could like send that to me to borrow or like asking for a friend.
Yeah, I could send you an Amazon link to the book. Or do you mean the color theory one?
The color theory one. Preferably if you could send me yours, so I don't have to pay for it.
I'm not sending you my book. I need that.
But
Just
you'd
just
be helping a
do
friend.
a little
Look, man,
do a little
the
I mean, listen, I live in
know,
a
we do
very
trolling.
shady
We,
town of Derry. I'm pretty sure if I wear short shorts and just stand on the corner, I might be able to pay for it after like a
Look,
few
man,
weeks.
the
God.
color theory
Oh,
could
no.
cost $15 in Canadian.
I like how
It will
Jack
be
did.
like,
Jack
it will
did-
be like $6 for you.
I love how Jack just like completely ignored it. Like, no.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I'm not acknowledging that.
What do you mean? Like, I could
just
be
saying,
washing
you could
people's
just-
cars. Like, what do you think I was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
like you mean like that
Oh,
scene
yeah.
of Peter Griffin and Homer Simpson?
Well, no, I'm not that good looking. I couldn't do that.
I'm just saying. You gotta love Simpsons, guy.
James, Jack, and Spark going to shoot the next YTFA.
Man, I didn't know it was cursed meme hour already. Oh shit.
That's the curse meme. That just works
No,
so
I-
well.
I have a better cursed meme, don't worry. But do you guys have cursed memes today? You know, while we're on the topic?
You've already seen my curse.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah,
putting it on the
we're
podcast.
not. No, we are not putting it on the podcast. I like existing. All right, and we're working on getting a particular creator on the podcast, and we can't do that if the YTFA podcast gets removed. So let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not.
So Santos, do you have a cursed meme?
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'll set a curse meme. Give me 1 sec. Okay, here's my curse meme.
That's just your channel.
That's pretty
Oh,
cursed,
man.
actually.
Pretty cursed. It's pretty cursed. He's plugging his content.
No, you said
You want
you wanted to see a cursed meme. There it is. It doesn't get any more cursed than that.
So
Doesn't get any more cursed than shameless self-promotion, you monster.
for my cursed meme, I have a follow-up story for us. This is a new story.
Wait. I actually have a better cursed meme. Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Okay, I'm scared now.
Hear me out.
Okay.
It's funny because like my screen is being recorded as I'm doing this. There we go.
Oh man.
Perfectly understandable.
So, as you guys know, I just want to recap some memes here and a story here, okay?
Okay.
So about a year or two ago, now, it's been a while now, but when I first came on, I introduced you to Buff Barney,
Okay.
right?
All right. Yeah,
He's a dinosaur from our imaginations. We all love him. We adore him. And he got really shredded. He got swole, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he stuck around for a while, chilling out, beating up Cool Cat for us, who kept stealing my lunch. And then we checked on him a while ago, and he unfortunately fell to some drugs and got really into hookers, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that. That was
Yeah.
sad.
I remember the Barney lore.
Yes. Now Cool Cat is in my corner again. Exquisite! You shut up, Cool Cat. You shut up right now. He'll eat my lunch tomorrow. I'm telling you.
I really want
Oh.
Jack to edit this because I want to see like how he's gonna edit like this whole like cool cat Barney lore. Like I'm just curious.
So now, I got an update on where Buff Barney is because he's been missing for a few months. He kind of disappeared. Buff Hootie's been taking over for him, right? And Buff Barney was spotted at a street corner recently, guys.
Oh no.
And yeah.
Oh god.
Okay, that's way better than I was expecting. Okay, you got me scared for a second. The last capitalist we hang shall be sold. She'll be the one that sold us the rope. Okay.
What the fuck? Barney really let himself go.
The last capitalist we hang shall be. I'm turning into Sonic. Sorry.
Hey Tails, did you know the last capitalist that we hang shall be the one that sold us the rope? Yeah, chili dog.
Hi, I'm Jason Griffith. Last capitalist we hang shall be the one that sold us the rope.
Hey, I'm Roger Craig Smith. Last capitalist we hang will be the one that sold us the rope.
Hey Tails, gotta go fast to capitalism to hang this guy. Chili dog.
I, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, am the last capitalist.
What the fuck is happening?
And then like it cuts to Dr. Eggman fucking dies.
Eggman, my king.
Oh no, Mr. Eggman! Jim Carrey was my favorite actor!
But yeah,
Okay,
so
I actually have my own curse meme. I just remembered that I do have a curse meme. So you guys know that I like Digimon, right? It's in my name, Lord Pyromon.
What?
You know,
You like
I like
Digimon?
Digimon. I enjoy a good Digimon.
why'd you never tell me?
I don't know. I feel like I made it pretty obvious, so you know. Well, anyway, I'd like to introduce you to the greatest Digimon merchandise to ever exist.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You know what? I have a curse meme. I do. And it's not it since we cannot show Pyro's original meme. I have one that's more of a reaction to it and to this meme. All right?
Okay.
All right? Like to the audience, right? We do not, and I repeat, we do not have permission to show the meme that he sent. Because, number one, we like being on YouTube, and number two, Steam have some issues. But, specifically, this was my reaction to it all.
You know what my reaction was?
What?
This was my reaction to it all. No, that is official Sonic the Hedgehog art.
Oh,
that is
is
official art.
I actually didn't know it was official. I've seen that before. I didn't know it was official.
It's from the Sonic Twitter. It's official for that.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I just want to like go back to this one Digimon thing. Like, this is clearly this is bootleg. I think it doesn't need to be really said, but like action features Devimon. That looks like Devimon, right? That's
Yeah, isn't that?
Look
That's
at how
Devimon.
like that's totally Devimon, and then like look how
Yo, it includes a
the
mini
Digimon are
poster
skateboarding.
and sticker.
mini poster and sticker, and then you look up in like the top right corner, you see that Agumon and Gomamon are skateboarding.
Yes.
That's totally legit, like original artwork right there that they totally made specifically for this like merchandise.
Absolutely.
They don't even just take like concept art for these characters and just slap a skateboard underneath it.
Wait, Pyro, do you remember that one arc in season 3 of Digimon when they just all became skater bros and they just went to the skate park every day? It was weird. There was like no conflict at all in that arc. They just kind of hung out for like an entire season and skateboarded.
Yeah, it was like that's. Wait, I think that wasn't that just Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds? That was just Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds.
It was a crossover.
I'm
It
just
was
gonna
called
buy
a
these
crossover.
so I
Okay,
can
yeah.
hide the pain.
That's right. Yeah, it was Digimon Frontier. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for some reason Tony Hawk and Knuckles showed up at some point.
Yeah, I remember.
Hey
that.
guys,
You're right,
it's me,
you're right,
Tony
yeah.
Hawk.
Digimon
Hey guys,
Extreme
it's me,
World
Knuckles being
Tour
kidnapped.
Wait,
Oh
wait.
no.
Ultra Mega.
Look, have you listen?
that.
VR is a wonderful thing, right? And as like after all the cursed shit I have seen, right? This is gonna be me in the future, just so I can run from it all, because it's not cursed if I can't see it.
Well, all I have to say to that is exquisite.
Yo,
You can run Spark,
yo,
but you
look
can't
at that third
Cool
Cheeto.
Cat is coming.
He got.
Cool Cat is coming for you all.
Oh, I'm so glad you finished that because you just said Cool Cat's coming. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh no! Oh no!
All of a sudden, you just hear exquisite.
Shut up!
Yo.
Oh
guys,
man!
next up, can we get an interview with Derek Savage?
God.
I would not be present for that episode. I would actually get a doge.
If we could get Derek's.
What is wrong with us?
Wait, I have a clip we can send him. Ready?
Oh no.
Derek Savage's Cool Cat Saves the Kids is the greatest movie ever made. I would argue it's better than Citizen Kane. It makes Citizen Kane look like dog shit, actually. Because Cool Cat Saves the Kids is incredible. It teaches kids about bullying and the dangers of it, cyberbullying, how to respond to it, and what to do if you find a gun. You know, and I can't wait for the sequel, Cool Cat Stops the School Shooter. And remember, guys, because I have a film degree, that gives me the title film scholar, meaning anything I say about a film, and anything I say about a film actually is allowed to be cited in an academic essay. So what I just said about Cool Cat, you can cite and submit to your teachers, and they cannot question you. So go ahead. You're welcome.
Keep that in mind.
You're gonna have so many teachers hate you. They're gonna like discredit your work, be like have like the no Jack Parnell rule, where it's like anybody who references this man named Jack Parnell will be immediately expelled from this class.
Well,
I do not want to hear
absolute
any
bullshit.
Jack Parnell from Parnell Animation on this channel. You understand me?
Well, the bullshit
More
thing
like,
about how film studies works is when you graduate with a film studies degree from a reputable university, and I'm just so fortunate I graduated from Western, like one of the most reputable universities in the world, you get the classification of film scholar, and the only thing that's special about film scholars is that they can be cited on essays. That is the only thing we get. So I want to abuse this power. I'm going to say it right now. Garfield Tale of Two Kitties is better than Citizen Kane. Why? Because Citizen Kane has no cats and no lasagna. Garfield Tale of Two Kitties has 2 cats and lasagna. Better movie. Boom. And you know what? You can cite that. You can cite that now. Take it to your film profs. They have to accept it.
I don't even know what to say about any of that. I'm just like speechless.
It's a power I wish to abuse for the sake of commentary on film analysis and how we need to take a new look at how we process it in our education systems, but also a power I want to abuse for comedy because everything I do needs to be funny, damn it. I need the funnies. It is a drug that I am dangerously addicted to.
I need the funny in my life.
Yes.
Anyway, so question of the day.
Right, yes.
Yeah,
I'll send us a
gosh,
question.
what was our... Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll just send us one. Okay?
All right, everybody. So we talked about 3-point lighting. We got away with the cursed meme of the day. Today has been way too cursed. I'm ready to retire. But besides the point, next up we have our favorite segment. That is a news segment. Never been done before. We answer your questions on the podcast. Yeah.
This one. Let me just sing the jingle.
Yeah, let's
Yo,
go.
All right.
Okay, I'll beatbox a beat. Ready?
Yeah,
Ready?
drop a beat, Spark. Yo, ask us a question. We'll answer it and shit. It's time. Yeah, ask us a question. We'll answer it and shit. It's time for Q&A. Yeah.
Word.
That's the song.
I feel like it gets more cursed each time. and we've had to and we've
I
had
would
to
love to see these animated one
we've
day.
had to like reshoot this one podcast how many times? And
This
I'm
is
saying
the-
it's been
this
getting
is-
more cursed each time.
This is the third one. Let's make this the last.
Yeah.
So, here's today's question is a bit more of a nice personal question. We've given lots of advice today. Let's talk about ourselves, okay?
Okay.
This is from Just Lori, who's back on Storyfire, by the way.
Yeah, let's go. I was so happy.
She is wonderful. She's wonderful. I think we're all friends with her, honestly. So I had
Honestly,
to pick this.
the funny thing is today I was actually thinking about taking a long break from the fire, and then she came back, and now I don't want to.
See, the Storyfire's like entire culture shifted when she left, and when she came back, it just became positive again. And I love that she brings that positive vibe. She wrote 2 questions here. One is specifically for me, and I appreciate that. But what inspired all of us to become creators, guys? What inspired you to become a creator? And then the second question that's for me is, on average, how long does it take to create one cartoon? So, guys, what inspired you?
Like, I know that like a few YouTubers like back in the golden age, like Markiplier and stuff like that, really inspired me. And I like had that like upbeat like way of thinking, like, oh, if they can do it, why can't I? So I guess that'd be my answer. I guess if I have to pick, I have like a few, probably like mainly YouTuber wise PewDiePie, actor Robin Williams, director Tim Burton, and I don't really have any editors I look up to because I just kind of do my own thing as an editor. So I guess I look up to myself as an editor. Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. What about you, Pyro?
I have like multiple inspirations for multiple different things when it comes to becoming a creator. I feel like probably the YouTube channel that I watched that kind of made me want to get onto YouTube, not necessarily what I wanted to make, but like what made me decide that I wanted to like start a YouTube channel was probably Smosh and Tobuscus. Those 2 content creators like kind of made me go
so
like
old now. Smosh and Tobuscus. Most of our younger audience will be like, wait, who and who? Like, that's funny.
They won't even know.
Yeah.
If I started talking like this, they wouldn't know the reference.
Tobuscus!
Adventures!
But yeah, those 2 content creators, I watched them all the time when I was in like middle school. So those 2 and probably like machinima shows like Arby and the Chief and stuff like that as well. I knew that I wanted to like make something on YouTube, and I didn't really know what until I think I probably discovered Alpha Omega Sin, a YouTuber called Alpha Omega Sin who made like these rant videos, and I liked the idea of I liked the simplicity of just getting on a camera and just giving my thoughts on different topics. I liked that. Because like that was the moment where I discovered, oh, you can just do that on YouTube. I don't have to like have skits or anything crazy like that. I can just talk about stuff that I like or stuff that I hate. All right, cool. So I kind of started doing that. I don't think it was until I was like probably in the middle of high school that I discovered like Nostalgia Critic, and I kind of decided to kind of adopt his style of more scripted critical content with a bit of comedy on the side. And so my stuff kind of started to... Okay. Sorry. I was like right in the middle of like a thought process. It totally derailed me.
This is literally this whole episode with me and Pyro. It's like what really grinds my gears.
For context to listeners, I sent a gif of Peter Griffin going, you know what really grinds my gears? And I just wrote to Pyro, this you?
Yes. Yeah. That was essentially what I did for a while, yeah. But like after a while I kind of adopted like the Nostalgia Critic style, And then I kind of got tired of, having to like film myself and then like having to do this
That's
back
what
and
really
forth.
grinds my gears. Sorry.
So I decided to kind of take inspiration from content creators like LS Mark and
Ooh,
you know,
classic.
like content creators like that do kind of nostalgia critic style content to some degree, but don't really show their face. They show like illustrations of themselves or a character. So I started doing that, that's kind of where I am now. So I have multiple like layers of inspirations.
So I'll talk about mine, I guess.
Let's go.
Yeah.
My story's weird and kind of wild, and so much like Pyro, when I was younger, I got into YouTube through Tobuscus mostly, and actually Rooster Teeth as well. Those kind of sucked me in, and I started watching like the Sonic shorts from Sonic Paradox, which if you haven't seen those
Those are classics.
those are internet classics, absolutely. Some of the early ones don't age very well, but the later
Yeah.
ones do, right? So then what happened was though I wanted to do it, but at the same time, I was weirdly inspired by Sonic and Phineas and Ferb to write comedy, and I was writing and selling comics around my hometown when I was younger.
That's dope.
So I always wanted to do YouTube, but didn't have an idea what to do. So I was sitting there writing comics and taking influence of my humor, studying the works of Jerry Seinfeld, Brent Butt with his show Corner Gas, 30 Rock. When I got older, I got really into Taika Waititi, um, who, if you haven't watched a Taika Waititi film, watch Hunt for the Wilder People. Funniest movie you'll see in your life, I swear. Right?
Also, Jack.
But I also was really into Gravity Falls, Steven Universe, and stuff. And what I ended up getting into YouTube for was weirdly because there was a lot of adult cartoons coming out, but none of them really felt adult to me. A lot of them were like, ha ha ha, sex, ha ha ha, nudity and blood. Get it? Get it? That's the joke. I'm adult now. I'm edgy. And I'm like, well, in my eyes, an adult cartoon should just be a cartoon that is allowed more freedom to do whatever the hell it wants, or has jokes that kids won't understand, So I wanted to create. So I've always been raised on the mentality: if you see something you don't like, fix it yourself. So I went and I just kind of took my comics and started adapting them into adult cartoons, and I fell in love, and I haven't looked back since.
And that's how we have the Jack Parnell we know today. We love him. Give him a clap, everybody. Let's hear some cheering.
Thank you.
Somebody edited in some cheering. I want to hear the yay!
Yay!
There it is. Yeah, I like that. It's so iconic. Like,
I edited it to like so many cartoons too.
yeah, we use it in the podcast. Like, I've been thinking about asking you for that audio clip to start using in my own videos as well.
Dude, I can give you that. Yeah, like that started as an inside joke between me and my high school band, and like it just grew.
Next thing you know,
its own
it's gonna be like one of those like frequently used like funny sounds that like every
Dude,
YouTuber
I'd be
uses.
so happy if people actually like started using the
Yay!
sound. So, second half of the question from Lori, on average, how long does it take to create a cartoon? That's a complicated question because I divide up my projects like here are the big projects, here are the smaller things, right? Smaller things, before Toon Boom took me like a week, but since I'm remaking all my assets now, was taking about a couple of months each, and then now I'm hoping to get to a point where I can get them out bi-weekly. The big projects are things I like piddle away at in the background for like half a year to a year, you know? Like things like if you see a big fight scene or like a stylized look to one of my cartoons, assume I was working on that for a long time in the background. You know? So I kind of divide up my work that way so I could get things out faster. But I'd say on average lately, a cartoon takes about 3 to 6 months for me because I'm making all my assets from scratch. But once I have assets again, I could probably get it back to weekly or bi-weekly.
Very nice.
Animation's hard. So do we have any videos to review?
We do the videos that we've had on the back burner for 3 months.
Let's go. I can't wait for you or Jack to go through the hell of editing this video because I do not accept editing on this one.
Okay.
And also, I guess like, let's go. Can we just like show a bit of the video and just say what we've said before? Just because I don't feel like watching these videos again for the 40th time. I mean, they're good, but
I might as well just like, you know, watch like a minute, talk about it, and then
no offense, guys, we've re-recorded this video like 3 times.
Yeah,
we've watched
yeah.
all
This
your
is like
videos.
we have had so many technical difficulties trying to record this one podcast for whatever reason.
It's
I'm
been
glad,
cursed.
Nightmare.
I'm glad it's this one and not the one that we're trying to work out with a bigger content creator that we're surprised because
Yes,
it's not
and at
official
least
yet.
because then we'd have to try to stitch together lost footage like we did with the Fuchsia Butters episode.
Let's go.
Things. I was scrolling through
Greetings.
Instagram the other day and saw the same post twice. Yes, it was literally the exact same, and it was posted by 2 different art accounts. So we'll talk about.
You know,
the
after
shit
watching this
and
video
other
for the
funny things
40th time,
people
I just realized the
Instagram
audio is really soft.
I have the audio cranked up all the way. It's kind of.
It's quiet,
People
yes.
copy-paste posts.
I do appreciate
It's
that Kuro
literally
is
controls the
moving his
controller.
avatar and using different
Now-
stills, and I love
Yeah.
the detail of looking at a screen
Why
when something's
that is
pulled
an
up on
issue.
screen.
Seriously, tell me it.
I think that's
it
really
obviously
neat.
Is an issue.
Yeah,
due to
there's
the fact
definitely
that
more
there
visuals
is
than his older
barely
stuff. I think
any
that's.
gaps. I mean, I
There's
did
definitely
find the original
a
post
clear
all the way
improvement
at the bottom
here.
of the description. I'm not gonna say that I'll
Absolutely.
do that, but
I will say the background still does.
I'm literally
It kind of bugs me that we have
disappointed by
black bars on the side of the
Because-
screen,
How
but
the
Yeah.
I understand background art takes forever,
Am I
dude.
supposed
So I
to see
understand
that?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm joking a bit because I'm
And
just,
stretching out images is
very
worse than black
surprised by
bars, so
hmm
I get
mean,
it, man.
What the fuck?
I am looking at his
Don't
actual
have
like.
descriptions on Instagram.
I'm actually looking at his channel right now, and I really like his banner. It's very.
Ah.
I feel like it.
Nah,
I feel like his banner. It's good.
If I
Doesn't
ever
it
do
doesn't really
something like that, no
fit
matter if it's
the
a video,
rest of his kind of
song,
style. If it had that kind of anime vibe that the rest of his stuff
somewhere
had, I
on
think
Twitter
it
or
would
something,
fit more.
I
But
don't
it's
know.
not bad.
That's fair.
Unfollow
It's a
me,
very
please.
professional banner, though.
Please do
You
that.
know?
It's literally not
Yeah,
a
it's
great
it's
banner.
very professional. It just
Yeah.
doesn't kind of. It
Next topic.
kind of clashes with his video
Monster
style, I
shame.
guess.
That's what I call it.
That's true.
It's-
That's what it literally is. I do not see why drawing simple is wrong and why drawing detail is good. I mean, if that's true, I wouldn't be allowed to have these stills because they're not realistic. It's literally just a more realistic art style.
That is
Same
true.
with,
He is
for
preaching to the
example,
choir.
the covers of
No, you
Final
know?
Fates or
Mhm.
Like, you
Awakening
do not have to have a realistic
and
art
Castlevania
style.
Lords of Shadows.
I do
Mirror.
find it is helpful to
Yes, I
learn
played through all of those
realistic to
ones.
help improve
But,
stylized, but that's not
the
advice that
reason
works
why
for
I
everyone,
bring
you
this
know?
video up specifically
Some
is
people
because
just
I just
will
have
go
randomly laid it
well
on the
learning
table.
just
I mean,
stylized.
Lords
If you
of
want to just do
Shadow,
anime
the
art, do
cover.
that. It makes you happy, dude.
Damn, that
You
is
know?
a
Yeah.
good cover, but Awakening and Fates they may be a bit more simple, but
Like, I've been
also
playing
very
with
good
making my
covers. Very,
cartoons
very good
look
covers.
more cartoony and exaggerated
like,
lately.
seriously, there's such good
Why am I?
covers.
Some
Like,
people, these
why
people would
hate
probably
them? Because
go,
they're
"Yo,
simple.
you're taking details out." I'm like, "Yeah, but it looks
Now,
nice. It looks
next
stylized."
and final.
I mean, the way
Topic.
I've always heard that, like, you
Uses
learn
of
the
weapons,
rules of
or just
art so
uses
that you can
slices.
break them, and that's where stylization comes in.
This
Yes.
posts like this. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Trace it? don't really see how it helps. But it's
That's
not
fair.
that big of an issue as the ones before because.
But anyways,
like
I
you
would
said,
say
we
this is
have
an
trace.
improvement. This video.
Oh, definitely.
There's more,
Yeah, I mean,
there's more
it's good.
movement. You can't skip around and see that and think it's the same part, you know?
Yeah.
And you can also there's also there's some good jokes in this too, actually. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that. So no, I'd say this is a pretty solid video overall.
Yeah, Kuro, you are on your way. You're just keep improving. This is a good sign.
You've got this, man. You've got this. Spark.
Next one is by
Yeah, sorry. Great video. Work on the audio and maybe try improving that background when you can.
Alrighty. Who's the next video by?
Alright, the next one is apparently the last guy deleted his video, so we're gonna move on. To pointing out the
Does the person have like
Pointing out the obvious deleted this video?
there was another guy. There's another guy on the list.
I'm checking real quick. Does their channel still exist?
But yeah, point out the obvious. Yeah,
Hold on.
pointing out the obvious, he Okay. But pointing out the obvious, he's been very active on the server, and he seems like a cool guy. I've talked to him a lot. So,
That seemed like a really
and we have
they completely. I'm just gonna mention their name just because it's kind of sad. The anime Logician.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they quit YouTube.
Aw.
Their whole
Yeah, I
channel,
mean-
their whole channel is wiped.
That
That
yeah,
sucks.
it happens. It
I hate when
happens.
that happens, man.
Yeah. It is what it is, though.
Anyway, this is pointing out the obvious. My love-hate relationship with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We have seen this one. We fucking love it.
I
just
adore
put-
this
And by
video.
we mean mostly Jack and James, because as long as it has Sonic and Tails in it, they just go bananas.
No, look,
That is
man,
not
I'm
true.
gonna tell you now. The Sonic Tuber community, Sonic videos. It's hard to find good Sonic videos that aren't
Oh,
just,
yeah.
oh look, Unleashed gameplay. Me saying Boost bad, even though playing Boost games. You know?
There are a lot of content creators that are just Premi to Remy. Like we, you know.
Yeah, and you get tired of it. This is someone who's doing something original, has his own style, and it's good.
It's so good.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
That's a bit of an oversight.
I think pointing out the audience is great at editing, very entertaining. You know, I've started genuinely just watching his content on my own. You know that?
After Sonic used the emeralds to repair Green Hill, they
Yeah, he's
went to this island.
pointing out the obvious. If you're watching this, we gotta collab. We have very similar video styles. We gotta figure something out. I'm just gonna say it right here.
You
We gotta
two
collab.
would do so well.
Live action segment. You don't really see too many of them.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
So enjoy while you see it. Anyway.
You know, pointing out the obvious. If you play SRB2 Kart, I'm trying to get some homies together to play that on my second channel.
Pause,
Yeah.
pause the video.
Came in while I was
Yes?
this video.
Okay,
So
so
I decided to add this.
Didn't-
okay.
Yeah.
You're the one that keeps playing it, dude.
I want to show an example of 3-point lighting with this shot here. So,
Okay.
as you can
Okay.
see, you have cool light in the right on the wall there. Then you have a warm light in the other side. Then you have cool light on the subject here, but on the back it's warm, and it looks really bad. So that's why lighting is important. I'm sorry to roast your boy like that. It was just a
No,
good example.
it's fair, dude.
That's
Like
fair. It's totally
it's-
fair.
his lighting is something to improve on, and that's why we have to remember that's why everyone's here to improve, right? To learn, to grow
Exactly.
together.
Yeah. Okay. Now you can play your boy again. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Right.
I love this man.
Just so I can tell you my updated thoughts on the lore of Sonic 2. So there is the 6 Chaos Emeralds on South Island. And
Also,
7
I'm
Chaos
so
Emeralds
jealous
on
that he owns a
West
copy
Side
of
Island.
the Encyclopedia.
And you would assume
I-
then that means
yeah.
that they just missed one in
It-
Sonic 1. Or there's a,
I don't know if I really want one, but
game lore changed.
it is cool.
So
It seems like a cool thing to have.
Makes everyone look incompetent, but
I would
you know,
religiously
Sonic
read it.
writing wasn't up to par.
And I would
would
do that,
totally-
guys.
That'd be Jack Parnell's new Bible.
There's
It
two
would.
sets of Chaos Emeralds. Let me
It
explain.
wouldn't
totally
be. It wouldn't be like
download a
how
PDF
how
of
to
it.
make videos that doesn't suck. It would be immediately thrown in the trash, and this book would be his new Bible.
Say 6 or the 7, they say
Blasphemy.
the 6. Always. Full stop. But they also say the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which means that they're 2 different sets.
Huh.
I know that sounds crazy.
Huh.
but it actually
Is-
explains a plot hole in Sonic the Fighters, where they need 8 Chaos Emeralds to fuel a ship to go to space.
Yo,
why
wait.
Are there 2 separate Chaos Emeralds, and why don't we just use the 6? Or
So,
haven't seen them in a while. They're just
I-
not as useful.
I just gotta go on a
We
rant
learned
real
from the
quick. I'm
Tales
sorry,
Tube thing
okay?
That Sonic only cares about the Chaos Emeralds when
Okay,
So-
go ahead.
about
It
the
won't
Chaos Emeralds.
pause.
Eggman doesn't do.
There we go. So, I just realized he's right, and that this means Ken Penders is right, unfortunately. Because in Ken Penders' Archie lore, there were once thousands of Chaos Emeralds. They rained from the sky.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
So multiple islands have their own sets of emeralds. This also explains some plot holes in some other games. Sonic 06.
Hmm.
Wh-
Yeah,
why
Sonic
is
06.
Elise-
That's yeah.
Why has Elise had a Chaos Emerald for 10 years when Sonic has collected all 7 in the past? Also, Sonic 06 brings in 2 Chaos Emeralds from the future and 2 from the past, which means there isn't 7 Chaos Emeralds anymore. There's 11 now in 06.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also we have to consider that the whole concept of the Chaos Emeralds was clearly inspired by Dragon Ball, and in
Yeah.
Dragon Ball lore, there are multiple sets of Dragon Balls. So, actually makes perfect sense.
it makes sense why Chaos Emerald colors seem to change in the classic games because they're all different sets. It explains why. It explains why Elise had one for 10 years.
I mean,
I'm sorry, that one bugs me.
you know, I was gonna say, well, you know, Sonic 06 was like reboot. It's not really canon, but then you remember, well, no, it was referenced in Generations.
Not just reference. We know. Do you listen to Bumblecast?
No, I haven't. I keep meaning to like look it up, but I just
It-
haven't like taken the time.
It's so great. You genuinely learn really good writing tips and hear extra things of Sonic lore and what goes on behind the scenes of Sonic that you don't know otherwise.
Of Sonic
But,
lore, and speaking
but
of
real-
Sonic in general, what would you rate our friend's video?
Wait, I just want to finish this thought real quick, dude. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
please. Generations. The Time Eater. It is confirmed from Izuka and Sega that the Time Eater is Mephiles, and that at the end of Generations you kill him. Mephiles is canonly dead.
Fan theory for so long that the Time Eater was Mephiles. I remember hearing about that
It's
back in
not a fan
2011.
theory. It's canon, though.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That was a fan theory for the longest time, and that's incredible. That's canon.
Yeah, it was from cutscenes from the game that explained it, but Sega they still consider it the canon, the lore.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I just want to share that. But anyways, I'd rate this video an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Everything's
That's a good
amazing
one.
except the lighting. Just work on the lighting, and I'd say you'd have like this really like you'd outperform a lot of the Sonic community.
Yeah. Wait, let me see. What is his upload schedule as well? Like, I want to look at that real quick.
Well, he makes long videos, so that's tough.
Long form videos. A lot of like, looks like
He's been
live
he's
streams.
streaming right now.
He's streaming right now. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm gonna cop in his chat and tell him. Hi.
I love how I heard that. I
are reviewing your video on YTFA right now. It's really great.
I give it a 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. Recommended to all the Sonic fans. Recommended to the non-Sonic fans. Get wrecked to GG. Recommended to your parents and grandparents. They probably like it. They don't know who Sonic is. We'll show them this video. They'll know afterwards. So, yeah. Good shit.
Good shit.
As you can tell, my energy is just slowly draining as more as this video goes on, and I am so sorry.
It's okay, man. We got like we still have some more videos to review though.
We
So
have
we
one,
gotta press
no,
forward,
we have
okay?
one video and a 30-second animation.
Yes. Let's just get those over with, and we'll be good.
I like how we sounded like it felt like a chore. Let's just get this over with.
I'm so sorry. I want to sincerely apologize to everyone that we're reviewing this one, because
Please
we literally
resubmit.
have watched a lot of these videos like 3 times.
Yeah, the first time, it was just, I don't know, we were like on like crack or something. Like it was just so bad. We were like energetic as
like,
hell. So that one didn't work. Then the second time when we thought was perfect, my
Didn't record.
Yeah, my OBS
fucking record.
My OBS decided to only record my voice. Only my voice. And let's face it, I know that I'm probably the most annoying one on the YTFA, which means that no one would have watched that episode. They would have been like,
Pyro's the least annoying. Pyro is the only non-annoying one on the show.
It's because I never talk, even though I'm the host.
Hi guys, I'm the host, but here's the co-host that talk way more than I do. Anyway.
Anyway. Anyway, so that's it's JazzYo. That's the next one.
It's JazzYo burn. Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyway, let's go. Let's jump into it.
I love The Sims, and by The Sims I mean Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing is The Sims but better.
If I'm not getting none, none of us are.
So I
I
really like this video.
Yeah.
I think
I love it
think
too.
I think Jazz has great energy. Is a very funny personality in general, you know?
You know, one thing that annoys me is I'm subbed to her and have the bell turned on, and every time she uploads, YouTube never recommends me to her, and I'm really annoyed
Yo,
by
same
that.
here. And I'm like,
YouTube literally just say fuck every small creator, bro. Like even the good ones, Why?
Like Jazz is a good creator.
Yeah.
She is filming in front of. By the way, this is an example of what we talked about earlier with knowing how to make having a window behind you somewhat work.
I don't have any.
If she would just close the blinds a little bit, it would look not nearly as bright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think closing the blinds is a big recommendation.
Also, I like the workout bike in the background. Very chill, very vibing. You know, like I've been working out myself recently. You know, just
like no future Jazz. This isn't a test recording.
Nice.
It's a recording. We're gonna edit it today. We're gonna.
Oh no,
upload
Jack!
it
Did you just cut out again?
to this weekend.
No, sorry.
Let's get into it.
I yawned. I'm very tired.
Okay, that's
I'm
that's all
sorry.
it was. All right.
I
Every
was
time
on
I
the road
hear
for
you
7
like,
hours today.
Should we start?
yeah, every time I hear you like seem confused. Now I'm just like on edge that you're gonna dip out again.
Yeah, I don't know why Discord hates me today. It keeps disconnecting my mic and reconnecting it. Now it's just decided it's disconnected. You know? So my audio quality is inconsistent. It's weird.
It sounds fine on this end.
This is my max default built-in mic you're listening to right now.
Oh, okay.
I have a very nice Mac
Let's
though.
start a new save.
I see.
Like I got this thing custom built, right?
Who we gonna make? Man or woman? I feel like.
I mean, we watched 2 minutes. We know what it's about. We know it's good.
It's really well
Trust
edited.
us, just
Her
watch
energy's
it.
so good.
I just
She's
I've already watched this video so many times, and I'm getting sick of it, not because of her, just because, like, I've watched this literally, like, 6 times, and, like, 3 because of the podcast, and 3 on my own because I genuinely enjoyed the video, and I'm just like, alright, you know, like, I don't know what more to say except it's good.
I will
very
say,
good.
I will say one major thing. You're a gaming channel, you gotta upload more. I am seeing in 4 months you have uploaded 4 videos.
Way to call me out,
that's-
man.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
dude,
been there.
you know that's an issue with your stuff.
I know,
I'm just
don't
trying to,
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just,
I mean,
have.
I'm not trying to like call you out. I'm just saying like this is like when you're a gaming channel, you have to like like you have to have a consistent upload schedule, like at least bi-weekly.
Consistency is for the weak. The weak.
I'm not weak. I'm not
no.
weak.
Of course, we go right back into Sonic shit. Okay.
Exquisite. Not again, Cool Cat. One more time, Cool Cat. One more time.
The pain.
Anyway,
Anyway,
you're Jazz. We're talking about Jazz right now. Really good. Upload more. Like everything about this, you are ready to blow the fuck up and become like
You
a
are.
big content creator. You just need to upload more and like maybe collab with more people, and just try and. It's time to make those moves to put yourself on the radar. You know, that's like the best way I can put
I'm
it.
just saying, a Jazz Spark collab would be very entertaining to watch. I feel like you guys.
It actually would, I think. Actually,
She plays games other than Sims. She plays Dead by Daylight. Like,
Oh my god.
Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Like I asked people.
Santos, you gotta get him on the next. You gotta get her on the next Dead by Daylight.
I don't want to upload. Life is a lie. I'm
my.
actually laying on the floor right now.
oh my.
Ah.
But anyways, yeah. Jazz, if
Anyway.
you upload more, you're gonna blow. Or you're gonna do well, and just
I
collab with
support
some
you,
people
Jazz.
you are ready. You
I
make
s-
great stuff.
Jazz, I support you whether I'm on the chair or on the floor. You have my support.
Yeah,
Oh my
we just
God.
like low key roasted Spark.
Literally everybody, Druser, Iggy, Blake, Lord Pyro, and Jack. I bet even Pico Junko's like, bro, upload more. And I'm like, what?
It's. I have that problem too, though. Like I'm roasting myself too. I need
Same.
to upload more as
Hey,
well. Like
I have the same problem.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I just laid on the floor because I couldn't deny it. It's just
Like-
so obvious.
Like we're all 3 of us are YouTubers are kind of ready to just blow up if we just manage to upload
If
more.
you donate to my
We
PayPal or
just gotta
subscribe
get
to
our
me
shit
on
together.
Patreon or subscribe to me on Twitch or just give me money just because I would feel so much more willing to grind and upload, but I'm broke and sad and I need money.
Or you could buy the YTFA plushies.
With what money, Jack?
We don't have plushies. We
okay.
could if you wanted plushies, but I don't think you want plushies of a cartoon or a mug. Maybe a doggo. Dogs
Honestly-
are common plushies.
Yeah, literally, it would just be a Shiba plush with just
Yeah.
like a Spark hat, like the one from my stream on Animal Crossing. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm actually sitting in my chair again.
So, Jazz, you're doing great. We believe in you. Keep going, girl.
You got it.
Now, AntshelAnimationz, you're next on the chopping block.
AntshelAnimationz. Valentine's Day. That's how.
Oh yes, my
these
favorite
things
clip. So good. Oh, play it again. Play it
So-
again. Oh yes. Oh, it's so,
I noticed that he does use like
It'll-
elements of squash and
It'll
stretch.
load.
so good. So I would have watched it again. It's just so memorable.
It's taking so load. It's like 3 seconds. Come on.
It's
I
so
really-
good.
I'm
It's
being
so
honest, it's
good.
hard to say something about a 6-second clip. If you want me to go full animator on you, I could go like frame by frame and like break things down, but I feel like that'd just be mean, you know? Like I'd say this is a good early video or a good early animation test, you know? Like you're already implementing squash and stretch in those first couple frames, you know? And then but you don't go that much after it. Like you got your action lines to whoosh over, and you know when to pull in the girl.
I hate the girl sound effect when she winks, like the down. It's just like
Fair.
it makes me feel so
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It makes me go like, what's wrong with her eye?
But yeah,
He
no,
actually
I don't.
uploaded another one like 2 weeks ago. If you want to look at that one as well, just
Oh, the new one it's short. It's 4 seconds, but that's a fluid movement, man. And I see what you're doing
some
here with the
reason.
smear
Wait a
frame. I see what you're doing there with those smears.
That's loud. That's loud.
Wow, so good. Oh yes.
But like,
Huh.
like I feel like your next step is to tell, even if with short clips, a lot of people like to see some sort of story with their animations, even if it's a quick joke and punchline. You know, I'd recommend like trying it out. You know, take it to that next level.
Yeah, I mean these are impressive animation tests, but it's time to kind of make something bigger, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is I'd suggest try to get a little more ambitious next. You know, I'm not saying go full series yet, unless you want to, and if you do, I'm here for it. But I'd be here for it just even if you go. Here's a setup. Here's a punchline. You know.
Here's the
Oh,
setup. Here's the
here's-
punchline.
Yeah, or like, you know what I mean? Like you got some solid tests. You clearly know what you're doing with animating. Now, if you want to draw on viewers, I'd recommend just going for a bit more stories. Tell some stories with it.
That's the end of the episode, folks.
Yeah. You guys have anything in development that you guys want to like plug or talk about or anything?
Just subscribe to Downcast Spark so I can finally get 500 subscribers to give Susan Wojcicki a middle finger. That's all.
Subscribe to me,
Okay.
Parnell Animation. I got a few new Magical Adventure episodes coming up, and a crossover with Schaeferless Productions, and maybe a crossover with another big YouTuber. I don't know. I'm working on that, trying to make it happen. So, got a lot of big things in the works, and I'm gonna be going to hopefully bi-weekly or even tri-weekly schedule. So you're gonna get a lot of cartoons soon from me.
For me, I am working on 2 videos at the moment. One is a video that I've been kind of plugging away at for about 3 months now. It started out as like a really short, quick video, but it kind of blew up once I realized there was a much bigger story involved with the topic. The second video is kind of a labor of both love and hate that is kind of designed to be a very long video essay about a game series that I am very passionate about.
And
What?
it's not Halo or Sonic?
I'm not gonna say it's a Halo Infinite video. I am absolutely about to rip Halo Infinite apart. I'm so fucking ready to make this
Oh,
video.
let's go. Let's go.
Story of my life, bro.
So yeah, I'm kind of after that Halo Infinite video, I plan on trying to start making 2 videos a month, trying to make like 1 short form video and 1 long form video each month. And
Okay.
I hope that kind of works out in my favor.
I will say one thing though, like an actual serious answer with my channel is that I am trying to work on my schedule by making weekly content by doing bi-weekly videos, and what I mean by that is like having like every Friday I have a form of content out, but like it'll rotate between streaming and video. So one Friday will be video, then the next Friday will be a stream, then the next Friday will be a video, so on and so forth. So
It's a smart way of going about it.
if you subscribe, you support me, and you keep me from crying myself to sleep, I would really appreciate it. Help me unlock the community tab. Hashtag Spark for community tab. We're gonna get it trending. We're gonna GG lucky, like Leafy, but like actually lucky. So yeah, that's it.
All right.
I don't even know what that sentence was. Don't even. I don't. I'm tired.
It's fine. We're all a bit tired at this point. But anyway, that's all the time that we have. If you'd like to get your content reviewed, then make sure to submit your videos to the YTFA subreddit, Twitter, Storyfire, Discord, or the YTFA Amino. With that said, remember to keep at it and keep improving.
Bye.